back with the boxing clinic, and more y'all know what it is. One time for the one time grinding. Talking about Errol Spence, and yesterday he talked about how he didn't need a promoter. Well, it was reported, I think it was a couple of days ago, with a bunch of reporters in Manhattan. And today, Oscar De La Hoya rebuttals, man. Shout out to the homie Blue Blood Sports. I seen him do a video on this. I ain't watched it yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and hop over and watch it. But I read the article, and I'll link it to the description. And Oscar's, basically said that Spence is wrong. He needs a promoter. He needs a guy that can take him from making a few million to making 10, 15 million. He said, look at what I did with Canelo. He said, look what Bob Arum did with me. Without Bob, I never would have, I wouldn't have been moved right and made the money I made, and I wouldn't have been able to fight her that I was. And, yada dee, yada da. But at the end of the day, he didn't make Canelo a pay-per-view star. That's one of the biggest misconceptions in boxing. Canelo Alvarez became a pay-per-view star by fighting on free TV in Mexico. He was accessible. Everybody could watch Canelo Alvarez. Everybody. I remember Chavez Jr. was talking about that. Like, everybody was watching him. So he blew up. When he came to the United States, most Mexican Americans already knew about him. And those who buy his fights. He don't fight on the East Coast. He fight in that southwestern region with a lot of Hispanics at. Let's keep it real. That's what he does. And again, he also fought on Floyd Mayweather undercards, and a lot of the casual public got a chance to know him there too. He fought on a few Floyd Mayweather undercards. When he fought Floyd, that kind of was Floyd passing the torch, even though he beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. But people got to know Canelo a lot better after fighting Floyd Mayweather. They did. They got to know him a lot better. So don't forget that. So Oscar was an integral part of him doing that. He wasn't an integral part of blowing Canelo up. Canelo was blew up in Mexico. And people knew who he was, and that flew over to the States, and then, fighting on Mayweather undercard. He ain't got no Mayweather to put Spence in with. Let Spence go up and fight Canelo. And that's his big plan. Because look at everybody else who Oscar De La Hoya had. Who has Oscar De La Hoya ever made $10, $15, $20 million for besides himself and Canelo? Nobody. He's made that type of money for nobody else. And anytime somebody got to beg you to use their services, that's mad fishy too. So why would Errol Spence want to lock himself in the contract and be under control of Oscar De La Hoya forever? Because a lot of people don't know, when you fight those contracts, okay? When you in them contracts, when they give you championship fights, when you get belts or certain other incentives, or not even say incentives, those extend your contract. That's why you ain't seen Terrence Crawford get out that top rank contract, because every time he get a title fight or a new title, that extends his contract, or little notches and nurses or little glitches in their contract. That works in the favor of the promoter. See, they know the promoter is becoming extinct. And the reason the promoter is coming extinct is just not because Al Heyman. It's because the promoter's not doing what they used to do. A promoter used to be a pipeline to endorsements. Whatever it may be, Apple, Gatorade, Nike, whatever it may be, Corona, Bud, whatever it may be. Canelo do them damn Corona or whatever, Tecate commercials, whatever it may be. That's it. You won't see Canelo in a Nike commercial, no shit that matter in North America. You might see him in an Under Armour ad here or there, but he ain't in no Nike commercial doing shit special. He ain't on your TV screen all the time like you see, LeBron or James Harden or Odell Beckham in the commercial. He not like that. You know why? Because boxing is not a major sport in America. And the promoters took that away when they took boxing and sold the boxing for the money. When they sold boxing for the money, because it was more money on premium television than network television, and then went to the pay-per-view model, eventually that killed the popularity of boxing. And when that killed the popularity of boxing, it took away from pay-per-view stars, it took away from endorsements, it took away from the sport. It hurt the sport. So now promoters don't know how to promote to the new media, to these millenniums and these new, whatever you want to call them, Molly babies, whatever you want to call them. They don't know how to promote. They don't know how to promote you. They got old school promotional tactics, and it's not gonna work. Promoting the old school way not gonna work. Then they don't even promote the old school way. Only thing they do is pay the boxing writers to write good about you. That's good. And if Bob Arum, like, who does he have outside of Pacquiao? That's a pay-per-view star, and he ain't a pay-per-view star no more. Who does he have? Nobody. He don't have nobody that's making 10, 15 mil. He done put all this effort into promoting Lomachenko the old school way, and he still ain't worth a damn to the public. Ain't nobody saying, you know what, I'm going to catch a flight and go see a Lomachenko fight. Well, I'm going to get a pay-per-view. I'm going to buy a pay-per-view for Lomachenko. Lomachenko did a pay-per-view. Won't nobody buy that shit. And he done put all this effort. He done paid all these writers to pump up Lomachenko the old school way. It ain't shit changed in his status as a star in the United States. He ain't no big star. He can walk through my neighborhood right now. Niggas won't know who he was. Probably get jumped. Probably whoops my ass too, but he probably get jumped. Get robbed. Get stripped. You know what I'm saying? So they promote, even if they do give it, the effort they is giving besides quote unquote certain fighters. And we know who those fighters is. They giving the effort to promote through the Boxing Writers Association, through Ring, the boxing scene and all that, and paying these writers and these freelancers to really pump these fighters out, and it's not working. Even when they try and give an effort, the old school way, it's not working. They don't know how to promote new school fighters. And Errol Spence bright enough to know that he don't need no motherfucking Oscar De La Hoya. And why would you want to associate yourself with a guy with so much controversy and so much, so much sweet stuff around him? You know, fishnets and the devil's dandruff and his sexuality and all that stuff. Why would you want to associate yourself with that? That's not good for your brand. And also, promoters used to be a pipeline to the network television. You know what I'm saying? It used to be like, you get a network deal. Okay, I'll get with him. I'm going to be on ABC, NBC. I'm going to be on HBO. And, he already got a network deal, Showtime. He happy. With a promoter, they tell you what you're going to make, what you're going to make per fight, who they want you to fight, sit you in a room. And if you don't do what they say, then they want to shelf you and get angry with you. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And 9 times out of 10, when they get you in that deal, they front you that money up front. They make more money than you make. And they know it's becoming extinct. That's why they mad at Al. Because it's becoming blatantly clear that they can't even promote no more. They're not promoting nobody. Look at the effort they giving Terrence Crawford. So why would you want to handcuff yourself and you making the same as Terrence Crawford and you more popular than Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence? And you more popular than him. And just in a matter of time. He didn't have 14 fights on Top Rank. 14. And he fight on the ESPN Plus app. You know what I'm saying? And you more popular than him. You didn't line yourself with the Dallas Cowboys. What does Terrence Crawford line himself with? Nothing. What does Top Rank got Terrence Crawford? Nothing. And Spence is about to be aligned with the Dallas Cowboys. And that's going to be a huge promotional effort for him, man. So, like I said, these promoters know it's over with. It's over with. They're not doing what they used to do. They're not giving these dudes endorsements. All they doing is pumping these fighters through the Boxing Writers, and that ain't even the most popular way. You see these guys, putting clickbait on their videos and on their articles all the time, and being biased and doing everything for Lomachenko and these other fighters. But guess what? They still not blowing up. They still not blowing up. The old school way of promoting is done. You got to know how to promote the new way. And if they don't get with the new way, man, they're going to be extinct pretty soon, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I put the article link in the description. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to donate, the PayPal link is there as well. Definitely appreciate everybody. Y'all know what it is. Share. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon button so you know we upload and go live. We gone.